Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith, the Smith of the Black Channel here, Ticker Talker, and it's a Friday, and we have got what we were looking for. The bad news is it's happening. The good news is we knew about it. And what's going on here? You're going to get inside week. So you go upper middle here. You're going to see this inside week. We couldn't take out last week's highs or lows in the SPY, and it gets worse. This is why you want to know about this, all right? When you're looking at this, some guys don't look at anything past a daily chart, right? But you want to know that that's happening, right? Because it gets worse as time goes on. You'll see this. We're also an inside day, upper left, not taking out, can't even take out yesterday's highs or lows. That's bad, all right, for trading futures for sure. But we knew about that. We knew that was happening. So it's a matter of what comes next, all right? We always want to be forward thinking. What I mean by that is we're coming in towards a holiday week. We're going to have only a 3.5 sessions. So potentially, even if we take this out, either side, it might not be that significant. So we're also coming into the end of the year, right? When we start going to what's going to happen come the new year. So here, this monthly, this is going to be tough to reverse. It's an inside month to the upside, and it's bright green. We're nowhere near taking out last month's lows, right? So the question is, when we come into December, what happens with this stuff in here, this inside week, right? Because if we drop in, then you got a chance of an inside month for December, right, to start off the new year. Either side of that's something I'd want to know about. Now we're closer to taking out the highs, but right now, neutral. And so what that tells us is that we go into the stocks and we look for things that are taking out highs or lows, right? Either side. And how many of them are doing that? If you go to diamonds, diamonds almost an outside week. It takes up this. So if anything, we could get this to go to the outside, downside, right? But once again, the monthly here, how are you going to turn that negative, right? And that's what we're going to, because it's exhaustion month, the end of the year, right? So we always want to know, thinking about stuff like that. If you go to QQQ, dead in the middle. How are you going to get out of there? How are we going to get out of this weekly? That's what we want to know. So coming in over the weekend, what you're going to notice is a ton of inside weeks, right? And either side of them is what's going to tell us where we're going. You got Nvidia. Look at this. If you've been trading this, I'm like, oh, I think Nvidia's doing. No, it's doing nothing. It's an inside. Okay, you can see this. Look at this. I think Nvidia's going to the moon. Do you? I think it's going to do nothing. Right? There's an art to that too. So let's take a look. You got to go down the food chain a little bit in this tape. All right. So if you go to glue. Right? You want to trade things that are not inside. Right? And here you go. Inside week after an outside week. That means they're willing to sell down, pay up, go inside, and bam, glue, going to the high. So we'll see if that sets up with an inside 60. Maybe get any 30s on this. We'll see. And not just yet. So we'll see how that sets up going forward. If we go to GMHI, there you go. And now we're talking. So you can see this on the monthly. T2 reversal on the month going back up, right? And on the 30, it's been a little fast, so we'll see if that sets up again. It's had a nice run. Here you go. The outside inside 15er right there. Bam! That means they're going to pay up, sell down, meet back in the middle, and guess who wins? The buyers right in there. So we'll see if that thing queues up again. If you go to NETE, like I said, going down the food chain. But it is here, the inside month to the upside. Right now, it's going to triangle them out a little bit here in the 15er. That's good. We want to see a little bit of corrective activity. Now you can see if this goes back inside in the 30. So, once again, when you're going into new highs, you can see this inside 30 goes to the upside. Then it tries to do it again, but it goes into exhaustion risk, which means that there's nothing to be short against anymore. So they stop them out. Then here's the inside bar, then the shooter, Rev Strat here to the downside. Now you can see if it sets up again for a long. You see if it goes inside on the 30. Down the food chain we go. SPI. And SPI we know have had shenanigans in the past. This thing here. But anytime you got a nice long green bar, man, that's something I want to know about. And here you go, like 60. Trying to go inside and up on the 60 right here, but stalling out. This was nice down in here, but we'll see if that sets up again for you. All right, we can go a little bit up on the food chain here. Overstock. And Overstock here, you can see this. Inside week, upper middle. Inside week pokes down, now coming back through here. So this gets our attention right here over 61.16, trading 64, not bad, right? Didn't gap, moves through it. That's nice. And you can see this inside 60 here. The up, sideways, measured move, trying to go back to the highs. Also green on the month, right? So that's what we want to look for. Green across the board and a nice reversal signal on the weekly overstock. APPN. APPN. This is what you look for as you get later in the month. Bright green monther. Look at that. Now, we prefer coming back to previous range, but it's also being reconfirmed by a bright green week. All right? That tells us we want to get involved in something like this. And off she goes on the daily. Look at this. So you got some exhaustion risk here, but we'll see if that sets up again for you. Ooh. Have you heard me talk about these before? There's a Momo hammer right here. Oh, I think it's going to roll over. Do you? Bam. Right there. You see this bar? This is where the shorts get squeezed out. And you're also dealing with natural buyers in this because it's green in all time frames. As soon as this time frame ends, you may well have just blown everybody out. And that's why you want to be aware of the expiration of the candle after Momo hammer right here. Now we don't know. And you can see that comes in right away. So we'll see if that sets up again for you. If we go to the team. Nice broadening formation you got there, Rob. Thank you. And then a little bit more. So team, you can see here in the monthly. Once it goes green here, now we're looking to go outside month and take out the highs, right? You still got some room here. So here's where you get your reversal here. You see how this took out the lows? That's a 2 down. Boom, right here. Over 199.16, trading 210.61. Not bad. We'll see if that sets up again. Been a little quick off this inside 30 going into the highs. If we go to Peloton, yep. And Peloton, you just want to be careful of something like this. You got this doji month doing nothing, but you do have a big enough range, right? So the longer time frame that you're looking at, the more you can trade things that are a little suspect because you've got all that time. So right here you can see it's trying to go to reversal here above 112 on the week. If we can get out of there, right? It has already been there. Now we're going to see if it can re-break. Now you can see why we watched the new hour. Right as soon as this new hour started, boom, right back in profit taken. So we'll see if that can stay 30 or give us something more. If we go to, 1 second, Spotify. Spotify. Here, you can see on the weekly, it pokes down but comes back and changes back green. That's good because it also poked down on the inside month but come back green. Right? Potential threes, right? And the way it does that, it goes inside day, right here. And it didn't gap. It gave you that inside day right here above 254.94, trading 261.29, not bad. And what on earth is this? Looks like it's an inside Momo hammer on the 30. It's still going. All right. If we go to, just watching these averages, these broader averages, garbage, boy. Ooh. If we go to Dada, I want my Dada. And Data say, new issue, bright green on the month. You got some exhaustion risk by going to the highs. The good thing was on the weekly, you can see this here. It pokes down, stops all these guys out, and then boom, 2-2 reversal on the week coming back through, right? Now it gets stuck in here. We'll see if this can get out of here. Here, you can see these two bars completely stuck in this big range here. So we'll see if that sets up again. It goes slightly inside and up on that, but we'll see if that sets up again. Nice push there. If we go to Etsy. And Etsy, once again, you want to make sure that you're not trading inside weeks, right? Here, pokes down in the month, and then goes green. Come back here, potential outside month. And here's your reversal in the weekly. You see how it pokes down these guys? Stop them out, 2 down, boom, right here. Above 134, trading 143.42. Nice. You see still some more pivots to go after. I think this is resistant. Do you really? No, there's stops up there. Let's go talk to them. What do you think? Inside 60 to the upside. Etsy. KXIN. And KXIN, a little shenaniganer, but inside week to the upside here. Big range out of the month to get out of. I don't know what's going on in this thing. So what you're going to notice here is when I talk about mother bar problems, like how are you going to get it outside of this month? You aren't, right? And so what will happen is price discovery starts over again. And so up here in the upper left, you're going to see this. The lower low, and now the higher high. This is the broadening formation within this. You see? Okay, so we'll see. What's going on here? EXPI. EXPI with a little push here, just watching my scan. Still inside week. We'd always want to be aware of that. And you can see this big bar here, and it took out the lows. Now it's coming back through. We can look to see if we can take this thing out. When you look at something like that, that's how you look at something like that. If we go to SQ, SQ, right, square, you can see this here. The outside, inside, weak. Now we're running out of time on this, but above 197 gets my attention. It's at 198.69. Right, see if we can go take these guys out up in here. We'll see if that sets up again. Is this something we look for? It is. The inside bar, the poke down, and then boom, rev strat to start the day. So often people will ask me if it's okay to look at the 60 from the previous day to use that setup. You bet it is, because right here, see that? It pokes down right here when it goes back green on the 60. You got full time frame continuity and a weekly break. Is that good? Tis. Palo Alto. Palo Alto pokes down just very slightly on the inside day. So this is a rev strat here, looking to take this out here. What's that? 205.17. Not quite there. We'll see. Should be able to take that out because you got your reversal month. There's a 2 down, back up, bam. Momo Hammer week. Yeah, I think we're probably going to do that. Maybe just later this afternoon, go take out those highs. If we go to Roku, and Roku say, outside, inside week, 312 Chicago into the highs, right? So that kicked in right here above 240.88, right? You're trading 264. Nice move. What do we look for? The 2 up, the 2 down, right there. And these two become an outside bar of this. And when you trade with everything's green, good things tend to happen. Still going is Roku. If we go to Blink, BLNK. Now you'll notice down in the monthly, these 3 months inside of this bar. Boom, there's your consolidation. Off she goes to the races. And so we'll see if that sets up again. Here's your inside 60 for the continuation move. All right, if we go to ZYME. Zyme. What's this on the daily? Inside bar. Pokes down to stop them out. Rev strat. Boom. Right there. Rev strat here. That also goes inside weak and up here. Above 43.39. This kicks in here. 42.16. All right. And looking to go outside in the month. Then you get an inside 60 here for the continuation. Right there, above 45.65. Boom. There's 1 way in, 2 ads. There's plenty to do in there. If you go to the band, you're going to join together with the band. Good. So the band, still inside week. So we'd be aware of that. Just having a real nice day here so far. And so anytime we can see nice long green, red bars, that's something that we want to know about. I'm running out of time again. I'm always running out of time. BALY. There's so much to do every day, even when it seems boring, when you look around at what's actually going on. Here you go. Is that an inside 60? I think it is. Is that a measured move? It is. Yeah. Does it have full time frame continuity to the upside? It does. Is that Momo Hammer week? Is. And boom. Thanks for playing here, right there. Above 41.43, trading 44.64. Do the math. We'll see if anything more comes of that. If we go to LGVW. LGVW, you can see this. Boom, hammer. Back through previous range on the month. New issue. And then boom, there's your reversal to take out. I'm going to be short against this and this and this and this. Are you? Bam. Thanks for playing. We'll see if that sets up again on the downside. We had J Miami. And J Miami now coming back up. And this is what we call country and western, right? You're going to be long this thing, right? Which would, because of this weekly and this monthly, right? And it comes blasting here on the daily. But now you're going into exhaustion risk. So when it goes here on the 60, you can cut it and get short. Then you got a new 60, get back long. Now it's inside. Now not only can you go long on that 60, going green, now you can get long on the inside 60 to the upside. Running out of time, but let's get some pukers for you. MA having some issues here. Just getting close to taking that weekly down. Post here. Having some problems, big outside week to the downside. We'll see how that sets up. ANTM, and I'll leave it at that. Once again, you've got ANTM coming out, taking out last week's lows. Still green on the month, but you're running out of month, right? So that tells us to look at XLV stuff. So running out of time, but be sure to know either side of the futures inside week is something you're going to want to know about. Everything will change when that starts to happen next week. Be aware of this week's range in the futures. That's going to do it for this week and today. I hope everybody had a great week, has an even better weekend. I'm Rob Smith, the Smith's the Black Channel here at Ticker Talker with the Strat Time Report.